Alright, this Hot Ones is on herpetology. The poisonous and the venomous herps that the questions will be based around. The bullfrog legs that are taking the place of chicken wings. Wow. Adventurous. Each question gets more poisonous and venomous, and the bullfrog legs get spicier. You ready?
No.
Alright. Question number one. We're going to start with the California newt, or Tarica turosa. Explain its ecology.
So the California newt is a very poisonous individual. But it's not venomous. So pretty much you have to eat it to be able to be affected by it. Actually, I'll eat this.
Oh yeah, you're supposed to eat the wing first.
This is buffalo sauce. So
on a bullfrog, which
just
is
a nice easy start.
Not poisonous.
Thankfully not. So it's poisonous but not venomous, and because of this, it's had an arms race with the garter snake genus, which is Thamnophis, and pretty much they're becoming more resistant to the poison, but they're becoming more poisonous. So it's just going back and forth, arms race over centuries, and in order to warn predators of that poison, they use the thing called the Unken reflex, which is where they raise their throat up and show their bright colors. So,
very cool, very cool. We got that easy one out of the way. What about the sidewinder and the Gila monster? Probably the two most unique venomous squamates in California. Let's get some quick info on them.
Yeah, so the Gila monster just barely comes into California, but it is not only it's the biggest snake, the biggest lizard in California, but it is also it's the only venomous lizard in the United States. That being said, if you get bit by one of these things, you have to really poke it and broaden it. You have to really be testing it, and its venom is not as potent as other squamates, but it is still worth noting. And then sidewinder, type of rattlesnake, and this type of rattlesnake is not as venomous as other rattlesnakes, but it uses sidewinder locomotion, which is a super unique way to move across hot sand so that its whole body isn't touching the sand at the same time. So it's just an efficient way to not overheat. So
very cool. How's the spice level? How are you doing?
Not too bad so far, but I think this one kicks up a notch.
Yeah, we're gonna get a little bit more venomous here. So this one's the big native to slow, the Pacific rattlesnake. What are some experiences you've had with this one? How is it unique?
So I've had some experiences with this one.
Nice your wing, huh?
Yep. So this one, we had a field trip actually a couple weeks ago to MDO. I'm on the Bluff Trail where we found, I think it was 4 rattlesnakes, which is really cool. That was one of the coolest experiences I've had with Crotalus oreganus. And some of them we found under rocks, other ones we found under boards. 2 of them we caught with the prongs, brought them onto the trail, and they were rattling like crazy, which is super cool to see. Other times I've been running, and they've just been laid out across the trail, and I've tossed twigs at them to try to get them off the trail so I can get by and not getting too close. But yeah.
All right. Second hottest one coming up. You ready for this? You take a bite and then I'll ask you the question.
This one, by the way, is homemade by Will here.
Oh yeah, it's a pepper we grew. So I've got some pretty basic trivia for you. What's the most venomous snake in the world, and what's its basic ecology?
So the most venomous snake in the world is the inland taipan. It's native to Australia because, of course, it's native to Australia. Pretty much, it has an enzyme that injects into its prey that,
Got it?
That makes it easier for the prey, receives the venom more. So pretty much it just absorbs the venom faster, and it kills the already very potent venom gets absorbed faster and kills the prey faster. But that being said, it's similar to our native rattlesnake in the sense that it won't hunt humans out. It'll only attack you if it feels provoked or attacked or threatened. which is another reason like rattlesnakes are super villainified, but they don't deserve the rep that they get.
Well, at least there's that. All right. You're probably hurting pretty bad right now, so this will be a softball question. You ready?
Sure.
You take a big bite. Now, tradition actually has us do the last stab. Put one more little bit of hot sauce on this wing. You don't have to, but you sure can.
I feel like you already put enough on this,
But you know, how bad could it possibly be?
pretty bad.
Yeah, that's a pretty big last stab. All right, so you're probably just gonna want to eat this one all at once. You ready?
No.
All right, softball question. What's your favorite herp and why? Boy.
Oh, I'm going on.
Chew and swallow, you got it.
So my favorite herp is probably Anaxarius boreas, which is a western toad. I love these things. Super cute. When they hang out in water, they're super cute. And also when you see them hopping around the forest. One of the cutest things ever. And
How many toads did you accidentally catch when you were trying to catch these bullfrogs?
I actually didn't catch any, but you caught a few. So yeah, I love western toads. The close second was probably the king snake because they eat rattlesnakes. Super cool.
Woo!
Yeah, that's my story.
That smells spicy.
Yep.
All right, well done.
Mother of hell.